is Karto 989 for April 2013's BlazeCast. Yes, even though we're recording this in March, at the end of March, this is from next month. So shut it, Dominic. So yes, as you heard, we have Dominic.
Hello everyone.
Hello Hunter.
And in all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember the one person that beat you.
And Nretsew.
Hey everyone, and I'm going to be 1 year closer to death pretty soon. As Karto likes to put it.
Yeah.
So when are you going to die?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe sometime in 2040 or something. Like, I don't know, maybe I might get frozen in carbonite for a few years, just, you know.
I'm sure it'd be the day before the modern renaissance, but okay.
Probably.
Well, considering how cold it is right now, we're all going to be frozen in time soon.
Oh yeah, I am convinced the seasons have switched around. I was discussing this before with Dominic, and so...
Here's the thing, don't think that global warming is bullshit, because it's not. The thing is that, like, the Earth actually...
The thing is that England's the only place that gets colder with global warming.
Yeah. No, it's because the world, like, has cycles, and we went through a warm cycle, and now we're going to go back into a cold cycle, and that's just how the world works, basically.
I can't wait for the sun to rise in the east, is it? To change? But okay. That'll be a cycle, we'll see.
Anyway, before we start, I have a con report. I went to a convention last month. Holy shit.
When I hear I think con artist for some reason.
I went to a convention. No, I went to Armageddon, which is a little expo that they have in New Zealand every year in 3 different cities. I went to the one in Dunedin, which was nice. I will say they had a shit ton of space, yet I don't think they needed as much space as what they had, because there was a lot of space. I mean, I'm not complaining. There was a lot of empty area.
So it was either they hadn't actually got enough stuff to do, or they had expected a lot more people.
No, it wasn't that. It was because they were in kind of like a giant sports, like, it's like an event centre, and like on one side people were playing badminton, on the other side people were playing volleyball, and then at like one half people were doing some other sport where the theatre was. So it was kind of like, it's like I'm surrounded by physical activity, yet I'm at the one place where physical activity is shunted. So I thought that was interesting. I brought a shit ton of swag. I actually spent like almost $200 worth of Full Metal Alchemist shit.
Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, I probably would.
Just Full Metal Alchemist. Like, I didn't buy anything else but Full Metal Alchemist stuff because I was like so swamped. There was so much shit there, mate. Like, there was like merch booths at every corner. It was mostly just merch. So let's have a list. I got a pair of Roy Mustang gloves.
Nice.
They're about $10, which were nice. They're pretty cheap, but they're decent. Like, I don't think they'll last very long because the paint's probably going to fade off them. But yeah, it was a decent purchase. I brought a State Alchemist's little pendant watch, which is like an actual working little pocket watch thing. So it's pretty small.
That's probably the one thing I wouldn't buy, because I didn't really think that was properly utilised in the actual show. Just doesn't seem to have much purpose.
It's not as big as the ones in the show. It's designed to go around your neck, and it's got a chain. So it's nice. It's starting to get a little bit wear and tear though. Some of the chrome's coming off it, but nah. What do you expect?
Carve into that.
What do you expect? What do you expect? But anyway, I got a wall scroll, which is probably the best fucking thing I brought. It's like a giant, like, Full Metal Alchemist wall scroll with all the characters on it. I'll take a picture of it.
Cool.
I might put it like in my version of the podcast. I'll put like a picture of it. Now, here's what cost me the most money. I brought the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Collector's Box with OVA, and I brought Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Collection 1 on DVD.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, what series was the merchandise from, but you probably just
Full Metal,
well, that wouldn't, considering the merchandise he bought, it wouldn't make a much difference.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it would make a difference, but you did say the wall poster or whatever.
The wall scroll is probably from the first Full Metal Alchemist because it doesn't have Brotherhood on it. I'm unsure about the gloves or the thing because that was like cheap shit compared to all the other stuff. So, So yeah, that box set with the those DVDs were the thing that bumped it up. And then after that, I had no money left. So,
So you just
there was a lot of
started
stuff,
robbing
like,
things.
They had, I think, one of my favourite booths, which is, like, I'm actually kicking myself as to why I didn't buy something. They had a weapons booth. Like, an actual, a dedicated weapon. And they had everything from keyblades to gun blades to fucking, like, practically, if you named, like, a Naruto or a Bleach character, they probably had their weapon. Like, it was a massive flippin' place. And, like, you could just get wooden swords for $40. And I was like, oh, why didn't I get one of those?
I wonder if you could buy one of those mini tanks from Ghost in the Shell somewhere.
Attach Cobra.
So sweet.
I also got to meet the voice of Beast Boy. He was at the convention and got to go to his panel, which was cool. He signed a picture of Beast Boy for me. It was pretty nice. I'll take a picture.
Oh, you should have gotten to sign Cyborg, just a picture.
Nah, he was cool. He was cool. He actually was like, it was the last day of the convention, and he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do all the autographs for free. Because he was supposed to make people pay for them. He was like, nah, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it for free.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you're awesome. Yeah, so I got an autograph from him, which was nice. I also, for my brother, I got him the very original, because he likes robots and stuff, he's quite young. I got him the original Gundam series, like the old
Yeah.
Gundam. And he's loving the crap out of it, because he's young, you know, like... So, that was good.
That would be a great question for how you're going to introduce anime to your children one day. Do you want them to, like,
Gundam!
ever straight away? Or you're going to introduce them to the crap stuff and slowly build up? That'd be great.
He's been like really interested in Gundam for a while, so I figured it'd be nice to him and get that. That was only like, it was like a full season collection, so it was quite expensive. I saw a lot of really good cosplay. Lots of Legend of Zelda cosplay. There were about 4 links there. Like, lots of Legend of Zelda, and like ranging from pretty mediocre to really fucking good. Like, this guy had, like, proper leather shoes, frickin' the proper sword and shield, and the hat. Oh, mate, it was damn good.
Yeah, I think when it comes to... Yeah, I think when it comes to...
Sorry.
There you go.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing it was probably, like, just a standard Link. I don't think he was going as a specific game.
I guess standard Link would be Ocarina of Time, but go on.
Probably
Most likely.
I'm gonna guess Ocarina of Time, like, just from what he looked like. So that was good. What else can I say? Yeah, other cosplay. I saw lots of steampunk, because in my area of my country, steampunk is, like, massive. So there's lots of steampunk stuff going on.
I've seen a few steampunk cosplays here and there, so...
Yeah, we get a lot of steam, because I think about, like, not in where the convention was, but above there in Oamaru is actually the steampunk capital of the world, apparently. So there's lots of steampunk in this section, like, area of my country.
Yeah. How many Kingdom Hearts cosplays did you see?
Not
all you care about.
No.
Not there wasn't many. I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think there was many. I know there are a few people that were like holding keyblades around, but that was probably because they just brought them, because you could buy wooden keyblades and stuff in there.
And technically speaking, would like most Disney outfits count as well?
I saw the best cosplay I saw was actually on my way out of the convention. I walked past these people because there was like this, apparently, because what they had this zombie thing where you could go in and like get face painted, and like they had professional people make you into a zombie. So these guys just like, it was like, I think it was 2 guys and a chick, they were walking in full Operation Raccoon City fucking get up. Like Umbrella Corporation riot gear, and they had like proper guns and like gas masks and latex fucking skin suits and shit, and I was just like, holy shit. Like,
see, when it comes to cosplay, there is never too much you can go this far.
Oh yeah.
You could bring real guns.
Oh no, don't take it that far.
These guys looked professional, like literally. I like, you would mistake them for being actual Umbrella Corporation personnel. That would properly get it up, mate. It was fucking shit.
I just asked about Kingdom Hearts because it just seems that every single convention has to have a bunch of Kingdom Hearts cosplayers.
I I saw a bit in Naruto, I saw a bit in Naruto Bleach and whatnot, but I didn't see much Kingdom Hearts other than a few people wielding keyblades. Like, I didn't see anyone in, like, a full Sora get-up or anything.
I know, but, I mean, because when it comes to actual anime, Naruto, Bleach, they're probably the most common. But for gaming, it is usually Kingdom Hearts.
This was more of, I would say, I mean, it had a few gaming aspects to it, but it was more or less an anime convention. Like, majority of the stuff...
Well, that doesn't usually matter to cosplayers.
And there was also a lot of TV stuff, too. Like, they had a few Doctor Who t-shirts. Like, they had this, like, a booth dedicated to signed photographs of people. So you could get, like, signed autographs from all the Doctors. And there was, like, a few other TV stars and stuff there, which is pretty decent, I thought. So that was good. I didn't get any, though, because they were, like, pretty expensive. Like, depending on who you got and stuff. What else was there at this convention? I'm trying to remember, because it was a month ago. Memorable stuff. I don't know, I reckon that's about it. Like, it was good. I reckon it was definitely, considering the fact it was my first convention, I think it was a good first convention. Because it was, like, it was the last day, there wasn't that many people there. Like, there was a decent amount, I'd say probably a couple hundred. But it was pretty decent. It wasn't too crowded, you could easily walk around in. Yeah, at the end of the day, it was really nice. I liked it. It was a good convention.
And now you've been hooked to go to more.
I'm definitely going to
Yes, I wish I had that for my first convention, Karto. Crappy little scraps of anything interesting at all. I mean,
well,
terrible.
because, I mean, speaking of it, the main reason why we're recording this a bit earlier than usual is the fact that me, Hunter, and Dominic are going to a convention next week.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, we've kind of got to... It's going to be a bit new for us, considering it's moved locations.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, because usually we do it in our local library, but this time we're doing it in our proper event hall.
I don't know, it's still England. Still not looking forward to the idea.
Trust me, I've actually been given the floor map, so I know I know where everything is and what's going to be happening.
You're not going to get lost, thank Christ.
Yeah, you probably got like the platinum passes or whatever it is.
We didn't have that. We had there was like an extra, like, because entry was $5 at the door, like it was pretty cheap. But you could pay like $25 and you could be at the front of all the signing lines. But considering the fact I was at the last day and there wasn't really any, like, other than the guy that
to get in front of lines.
Other than what's his name, freaking Greg Chips or something, the guy that was the voice of Beast Boy, he was like the only like major player. Other than, because we're in New Zealand, of course, all of the hobbits were fucking there. So you know. I'm so fucking sick of hearing about The Hobbit, because it's like, oh my god. I mean, I know it's a big deal for the country, because it's filmed in New Zealand, I know it's a big deal for, like, it brings in fucking money, but I'm so goddamn sick of it. It's like, Hobbit, have you seen The Hobbit, Hobbit? No, I don't care. So I don't
know how me and Karto feel about football in England every
Exactly!
Yeah. Now, I just remembered something. I might find these photos and see if I can put them up. They had an airsoft gun. Like, they had some guys that had a booth, and they let you pick up the guns. And I've got some really good shots of me, like, with this red dot-sighted assault rifle just fucking pointed at the camera. It's really cool. I'll have to put it in the bonus video. I'll put it in the bonus video because I've got a few images. And actually what I did was, this was really funny, I got my mum to get some poses with a sniper rifle. Which is fucking hilarious. She's just like, what do I do with this? Like, she's just like, what do I do with it? And I was just, oh, it was great. I'll probably won't be able to put those up because she probably won't let me, but I'll put my ones up. But yeah, it was a good convention. I can't wait for next year. It happens in Dunedin, Christchurch, Auckland, Wellington, but it happens at different times. The Dunedin, Christchurch ones happened early in the year, but the other two happened later on. So I don't know. I might try and get to I don't think I'll be able to because you have to like travel up in the top of the country. But it's like that.
Isn't it always the same?
What's your name again? Why did we end up talking about his convention when we were talking about our convention?
Because I diverted back because I remembered about the.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
which was cool, mate. I tell you, the airsoft guns were cool.
You're just
but anyway,
you're just a jerk. I mean, you can only be
Well,
more of a jerk if I forgot your name.
that's the thing, Hunter. You have to remember the fact that Nretsew has now been to a proper anime convention.
Yeah. This isn't like it was big ticket.
Yeah,
So.
the one we're going to is bigger than usual, but is still rather small scale.
Yeah. You would think they'd have some sort of special gift or something for first time attendance or something for anime conventions.
Yeah.
Karto, like a tattoo or photo or something.
Hang on. Guess what type of merchandise I found at the convention.
Oh.
Which has got me excited for next year when I have more money.
The filthy kind?
Shooter.
You dick!
I didn't. The DVD wasn't there, but I found the figurine from the game and I found a plushie.
Oh, I want the plushie!
The plushie was amazing, but it was like $50. It was like a really expensive plushie, so I was like...
Most plushies are rather expensive.
Yeah, I was like, damn it! I would have so brought that because I saw it after I brought the DVDs. I was like, fuck! God damn it! Oh well, next year though, if that plushie's still fucking, I'm gonna buy that shit and just be like a dick and webcam that shit. Because it was so cute. It was like a little chibi black shooter with the eye flame, like made out of like clear plastic.
I think I've seen pictures of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one. It was it looked awesome, and the figurine was like a proper figure. Like what's it called? That company figure, and it was like one of the It was from the game, I believe. It was the one with the wings.
Yeah.
It wasn't white Black Rock Shooter. It was Black Rock Shooter, but it was like that design of Black Rock Shooter. It looked alright, but it was like $180. I was like, fuck that.
Yes, plushies are one of the best things conventions have to offer.
I will be buying that plushie next. I think next time I've got a shopping list.
They're too expensive.
Because the thing is, this year was more kind of like scouting to see what they had.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of like, alright, let's just see.
That's kind of the point of someone. If it's your first convention, you will always not be really prepared.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I was underwhelmed.
That's why
I'm still bitter about it.
Yeah.
Well, you still haven't been to a proper convention yet.
You said it would be. You lied to me.
Anyway, that's most of the reason why I only brought Formula Alchemist Swagger, because that was the safe option. You know, like, that was the safe option to buy just Formula Alchemist. Next year, though, Black Rock Shooter plushie and a sword.
When we go to Japan, we're going to take you to Comic-Con.
Because I reckon I might get a one, because the metal ones looked pretty. Because you could get like wooden ones for $40, and the metal ones were like $60, and they were pretty decent. It was like a blunt metal cosplay sword. Like it looked like it was sharpened, but it was like blunt because my friend got one, and apparently he said it was pretty blunt, so you wouldn't be able to cut something in half with it, but it was pretty cool.
Anyway, do you actually need us to be here?
I was just going to say, let's get into the news, because we've been here for a while.
Yeah.
So.
Well, kind of in a similar, in keeping with Black Rock Shooter, kind of. The exact same day they released the game in Japan, SEGA went onto Facebook and asked if the fanbase wanted Miku Hatsune Project Diva F for the PS3 released in English. Oh.
I wonder what the answer was.
Let me guess. Every single Miku fanboy that speaks English just went squee.
A few did, and I didn't read some of the comments. But yeah, I do actually now have the game. I am really enjoying it, because I mean, it does have Black Rock Shooter on it, so.
Oh fuck yeah! I want that. That's like.
It doesn't have the costume.
Here's the thing though. My friend's got a PlayStation 3, and I introduced him to Project Diva F, and he wants it now. So I'm just like, buy it.
Yeah.
Fucking buy it. Fucking buy it. 'Cause...
Yeah, I mean, I've really been enjoying it. It's, but releasing it in English, I'm kind of on the fence about it.
Well, this I want to hear.
Well, it's mainly because I want to know how Sega would release it. Since I've played it, I know for a fact that it would not sell well if released physically. Because obviously loads of people have no idea who Miku is.
Right. Which is why they're doing this. They're doing this. So
well, the reason I actually heard the fact that Sega are actually interested in bringing it over is actually because they want to gain some money back from what happened with Aliens Colonial Marines.
What a joke of a game.
A horrible tragedy is going to turn into a grace fucking...
If it happens, because Sega have... Some people have already said that Sega have already decided on it, and this is just their way of, getting us hyped.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I mean, anytime any company asks the people what they want,
I know.
They just do their own decision anyway. It's like,
Here's the thing though, now that they've done this, if they turn around and say, oh no, we're not going to do it, the fan backlash is going to be fucking immense.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is what I meant. The fact that even though there's obviously a strong fan base and everything, Miku is not well known to the general public. So releasing...
She's made the 6 o'clock news once.
I know, but releasing the game physically wouldn't be a smart idea for me.
No.
Digitally, I could understand.
Yeah, probably.
But then, we need to also come into the fact that the game is going to be released most likely rather close to the PS4's release.
True.
So, buying a new game, which won't be compatible on the newer console... Then
again, like we were discussing earlier, you have to also...
Yes, I know, it's just...
That this console, the transfer is not going to be as fast, and B, let's face it, this PlayStation 4 is going to be fucking expensive.
I know,
if the Wii U is anything to go by...
We were discussing the slight, and I do mean slight improvement, so it's not even worth it. But
I know,
that's what I mean. It's like, it's probably going to be like a full... like $500 something New Zealand. I'm just talking New Zealand currency because that's all I know.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a full price console, and I'm just thinking, if you've already got a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360, there are plenty of games fucking out there at the moment because this generation has lasted longer than what it should have.
Yeah.
Technically, they actually have prolonged the release of the next gen by about 2 years. So,
but let's face it, the 360 has been out for a lot longer than PS3.
Yeah, this generation has lasted a shit ton longer than what the PlayStation 2 Xbox generation did. Probably more the Xbox generation lasting shorter than the PlayStation 2, because PlayStation 2 came out first. But that's besides the point.
Why is it that the first console to be released in a generation is usually the last one to upgrade?
True. That is true. But
Weird.
Well, then again, does the Xbox really need to upgrade? The Xbox is pretty good, right? Let's face it.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think their service is decent enough. But anyway, back to the topic of Hatsune Miku. I reckon it will be great. I actually personally don't care if it's digital or not.
I know. I mean, I'd gladly rebuy it in a heartbeat just to get it in English.
Yeah, and my friend said that he'll try his best to get it. But
I know, but the thing is, I kind of feel as if Sega would actually be better off releasing the Vita version.
That might work out better, actually.
Yeah.
That's true. I think because I reckon having a portable version of the game. That's actually what I was debating when I think it was a really long time ago. I was talking to you about it. I was thinking, I would like the PlayStation 3 version. But, I don't know. And on that note, I've got to go to the toilet, so I'll be back in a minute.
God, we might actually be able to talk. I'm just guessing the title of this podcast is going to be like Nretsew's on speed or something. He was going on some insanely long rants, but okay.
Yeah,
what other news did you
have? I just want to finish my feelings on this, because, like I said, I'd much rather, even though I'd gladly rebuy the game, I feel the Vita version would be better. Either that, or they hold out and release a version for the PS4, which can then have all the songs from the previous games as DLC.
Wow, Karto, the strategy, the marketing strategist over here.
Yeah, but obviously nobody will listen.
I know, it's the same thing we have in just about every single one of our chats. We have the ideas and none of it will actually come to anything. It's a shame.
Because I know Sega want to just test the waters to see whether or not it will sell well enough, but I don't think releasing it when they're planning is a smart move.
Oh, come on. It's not as if Sega's exactly smart when it comes to their decision.
I know. But
you know they're probably just going to do the wrong choice anyway.
I know, but there's also been the rumour flying around, because a while back, Sega, or Sumo Digital, had they asked people what characters they would like to see as DLC for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed.
No.
And Miku was one of the top
suggestions.
Yeah. And even though Sumo Digital kept on saying they can't do that because of loads of problems, at the same time, just a while back, they said that they've gained the ability to put a certain character into the game. Could this be Miku? We don't know yet. Because it would be it would be a good idea.
I think you're just hoping too much.
I know. It's just, I'm just overthinking really, because if they have Miku as a DLC character for All Stars Racing Transformed, that will make people aware of her, so that her own game will sell better.
Yes, that would be a logical decision.
I know, so it won't happen.
The problem is, it's not going to probably be Miku, it's going to be Ken Barlow.
They'll probably pick someone else from the game who has no relevance, no reason whatsoever being there.
If anything, I think the surprise character is going to be Segata Sanshiro. It better be Segata Sanshiro.
Aren't there other popular characters
they
could have used? Aren't they promoting other people? And is Miku actually meant to be like a new icon for them, like to replace their former main character?
Well,
did you say it was Sony? You said it was Sony, right? I don't follow Sony.
I don't really know where you're going with this, but
oh, no.
well, Sega basically did say that they were interested in making Miku into a new IP. So,
what's an IP?
An IP, in other words, they want to make it into a new series for the world.
Yeah, why don't you just say that?
Because IP is shorter and it's the generally used term.
Individual property or
that's
something?
it. Something like that.
Iconic property? I was... Whatever.
Something
You're
property.
just going way above my head on that one.
I don't know any other word with like P that would describe it. So anyway, I'm back.
Yeah. So that's all. That I finally got that off my chest.
What's next in the news?
Yeah. Right. This month being, I know it's March right now, but I'm talking about April. Most people are going to be watching this in April, so I mean this month. Will mark the release of the final volume, the manga volume of Negima. With,
dun, dun, dun.
Well, yeah, it's sad for me because it's the manga which I really got into. It's my first manga.
Is that actually your most favourite manga?
Yeah, it's my most favourite, and it's the one that I've been following since I got into anime and manga. So
I could hardly relate. Can't relate.
It's definitely the end of an era, Karto. Definitely the end of
I know, but Akamatsu went...
Now you can tell your kids about the day you saw
this
happen.
Right. Akamatsu has stated that he's probably just going to work on one more manga series before retiring.
Negima sequel.
Considering what I've heard about the ending, I hope it is. Because he did actually say that he would actually be interested in going back to it.
Yeah.
But I kind of doubt it.
I'm sure there's a lot of public interest to do so as well.
Yeah. Though in my opinion, I'd just say, give us an animated version of the Mahora Festival arc, for God's sake.
Oh yeah.
The best part of the manga got completely skipped with all the anime adaptations.
I don't know what it is, but if it's Mahora, hell yeah, I want to hear about it.
Oh, Mahora Festival was so good.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh god. I'm disappointed in that, but I do I do hope that this next volume, his final manga does just as well.
Cue violin.
Okay, now we've got a few release announcements, all from MVM. They have announced that they are going to be releasing Kowa Zombie Desuka, both series, or as it's known as in English, Is This a Zombie? Sometime this year.
Which still sounds like a really stupid name if you ask me. But
It's a very stupid series.
Yeah.
But it was so funny.
Agreed. I'll break even.
Yeah. It's a very funny series, even though the second series did kind of suck at the end. But yeah, they're going to release that. They've also announced Bake Monogatari and Nisei Monogatari on both DVD and Blu-ray for this year. Oh god, that's going to be a lot. And you'll probably like this, Nretsew. They've announced that they're going to be releasing another on DVD and Blu-ray.
I heard about this. I can't wait. That sounds good.
Including the OVA episode.
Ooh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Alright. For the longest time, we here in the UK have had to just be jealous of pretty much everybody else who got...
Hold on. I love how you're just pulling out your speech
Yes.
out of your pocket and just
Who...
right. Ladies and gentlemen,
who got to play one of
the world.
Who got to play one of the best fighting games of last year, Persona 4 Arena. They have finally announced that it's coming to Europe on May 10th with a quote-unquote special edition.
It was always just to shut you up, Karto. It's
God.
not that big and unfair.
They wanted you to
I know. I know, it's just the fact that...
I mean, I think Nretsew, if anyone gets to complain about release dates being late or something.
Well,
I know, but I just love the fact that... I can't remember who's actually releasing the game over here, but they were trying to say, oh, we're going to do something special for the European release when it finally comes, so don't worry, we'll make it worth your while. What did they give us? The same soundtrack that the Americans got, and as an exclusive bonus, some avatar images and themes.
Lol.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
How to bribe the right people, I guess.
Oh, I mean, I know they're putting a bit of effort in, but avatars and themes, that's the best they got. Not even an art book, for God's sake.
Be thankful you get in the fucking game, Karto.
I know, but the fact that they promised they were going to do something special and that's it.
But are you not yet convinced that England has a bias against anime gaming? Do you not see the pattern here? We don't fight for it.
Nretsew has the win there.
Dude, I feel like that every day of my life. Like, dude.
We don't fight for it.
You've got biased. We've only got one publisher that releases shit in our country. Fucking Madman Entertainment is the only goddamn thing. You know?
Yeah.
If it doesn't
This
go
isn't
to
about
Madman
your
Entertainment,
complaints, Nretsew. This is about us. We outrank you. We outnumber you.
bullshit you do.
We are the downtrodden ones. Everything must go our way.
Bullshit. Anyway, let's move on before
Yes.
we start ripping each other's guts out.
Yes, moving on to probably one of the biggest surprises of the last month. Capcom did something right.
Wait, what?
Capcom announced DuckTales Remastered.
Tails, woo!
And the trailer for the announcement contained a sing-along with the DuckTales theme.
Tails.
You're going to tell me they hired Brental Frost to sing it, Brental Frost.
That would be brilliant. I'd pay for that. I would pay for that shit.
But,
Tails, woo!
but yeah, Capcom have actually put effort into something.
Holy shit. I knew about this, by the way, but
And
still, it's pretty interesting.
And apparently they're interested in doing other Disney re-releases as well.
Oh, here's the thing though. A friend of mine on Skype, because in the Skype chat room, he was like, "No Mega Man."
Yeah, that's I believe I've heard of it.
It's like DuckTales, and then afterwards I was just like, DuckTales, woo, in the chat, and he was just like, God damn it.
You'll never stop singing it once you've heard it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try and stop now, but
He obviously can't stop.
I've seen it like 5 times in the last like 3 minutes, so you know, I better stop.
Well, keeping a little bit with music, Tales of Xillia has... Now, I've always stated that I have a bit of a problem with the Tales of series when it comes to the opening songs.
Nobody cares.
Shut up. In the fact that they're so inconsistent, in the fact that they'll either use an instrumental version or an English version or just a really bland orchestral piece. But they've announced for Tales of Xillia that it will retain the original Japanese song.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of progress, which is ironically the name of the song, for Namco Bandai.
Great lead in there, Karto. That's
Yeah.
Give him a medal for that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pleased with that, but yeah, I kind of like that, the little touch.
I mean, I get why like Japanese songs can like be better than the English translations and so on.
No, it's not that. I don't mind the English translation or instrumental version. It's just the fact that when neither of those two are available, they replace it with a really, really crap orchestral piece of music.
Oh, so it's not even a dub over or something.
No.
Orchestral.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
well, anyway,
yeah.
Give someone a job, I guess.
Yeah.
another news
Ah,
we have to talk about
Well,
today.
kind of the last bit, but I'm going to be talking for quite a bit on this. Oh, we had not one.
I'm already sitting. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're good.
We have not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 pieces of Neptunia news.
So not 6.
Right. Let me get my game face on.
Yeah.
I think I might need a drink for this bit.
Yep. Actually, I'm going to take a quick drink right now because I think I will as well.
Break time!
Book yourselves in.
Take your breaks in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
I'll put the Monty Python intermission music.
Anyway, so obviously the first one is the release of Neptunia Victory in basically in English.
Woo!
And I will say this: I have enjoyed it. I have actually just beaten the game today.
Woo!
I've been really enjoying it, but it's nowhere near as good as Mark II.
Right.
Though I will say it has one of the funniest scripts.
So, 2 out of 10 then.
No, it honestly contains the line deep fried HDMI cables.
I
You
get
don't
it.
even need to say anything else. Like, you don't even need context for that. That's
I get it.
beautiful.
I
Fried HD.
That's my new Facebook status going on.
Yep.
like I said,
Fried HDMI.
yeah, I've been loving the game, even though it does have a ton of problems. And really, the biggest
Would you
problem.
like to list a few off for us right now?
Yeah, the biggest problem I do have is the lack of voice acting.
Oh, no.
Do you mean acting in quote marks?
No.
or
No.
lack of actors?
The cutscenes which actually do feature voice acting is really good.
Yeah.
But the ones which don't feel so empty. And they really will just make you skip them all the time. And it's such a shame considering the script is really well done.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
It's not as
So I
if
guess
there's
it's-
enough
I guess
people
it's
out
2
there
out of
trying
10.
to be actors
That
in order
guy.
to have good ones over terrible ones.
Yeah. But that guy who gave it a 2 out of 10, that was funny. I was just like, really, buddy?
Yeah.
You actually gonna play the game? You know, just saying. Come on. I read his review, and I thought, nah, buddy. You don't know. You don't know what
He's
you're
obviously
talking about.
trolling, isn't he?
Yep.
Surely.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
just- Because that's the thing. He wasn't even qualified because he doesn't usually play these types of games. So why the fuck was he reviewing it in the first place?
Yeah, because Nretsew actually linked me to that review, and at the top he had 3 sections: pros, cons, and what the fucks. The only pro he put was the voice acting. Everything else was in the cons, and his what the fuck was the fact the game exists at all.
Yeah,
it would be kind of the...
Dude, no. And the comment section just exploded with hate for this guy. I'm just like, dude.
It would be very interesting if he actually, like, tried to do other reviews and he'd become, like, known as the unfair reviewer and everyone likes him after that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone else on the Fun's website to review it, because
I mean, well, that's the thing. I actually, because Shinkara did a review of the game. He was really fair.
Now. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, he was really fair. So, and he hasn't played any of the other games. So.
Yeah, like this guy. But the thing is, this guy was just like fucking no.
I know.
I mean, I can understand if you don't like the game. It is a niche fucking market, but you gotta understand it's a niche fucking market. You know, like otherwise you're just gonna. Yeah,
niche markets are small, but we protect what we love.
Yeah, it's kind of no point having a 1 to 10 scale if you're just gonna say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's basically like
the point of the 1 to 10 scale.
He's just like, he was just like 2 out of 10. It's fucking the devil, and I'm just like, dude.
It is the devil's armpits. You know?
It is not that bad. Like, it cannot be that bad. Because,
yeah, I mean,
let's face it, a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's like, not the next BioShock Infinite, but yeah. But I'm not expecting it to be. I'm just expecting something to keep me entertained, something like a diversion.
Do you actually know anything about the BioShock Infinite? I mean, I know it's just been released, but it's like, what setting is that game? I mean, is it before the flooding, or is it anything to do with it at all?
I think it's a prequel.
I suspect it's a prequel, given that architecture is intact in the game. But...
I'm guessing it's... Well, I'm not like 100% sure. I think it's either a prequel or it's a side game. Like, it's not actually...
But given how Karto's not played the previous games, he's probably going to get into it.
I mean, I have played the original BioShock, but I wasn't really getting into it.
Yeah.
I haven't played the original BioShocks either, but I reckon just from looking at this game, it looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks so good. I wish I could play this game on PC, because it would look so good.
Mm-hmm.
You're basing it on its graphics. That's what they want you to do.
Yeah, because the thing is, I've heard that they've had some texture problems on consoles, but then again, I can understand that, because, I mean, look at the game. Like, just, you can forgive, like, 1 or 2 muddy textures and a bit of frame rate drop when you've got a game that looks that fucking good. So,
right.
You know.
Well,
maybe Karto can give us a let's play of it someday.
Getting back to the Neptunia news, they held an event not long after, I think it was actually just before Neptunia V's release in Japan, where they announced 3 new games.
Holy shit!
All of them for the Vita.
Oh, god damn it!
Kill us now.
The first one is, well, I'm going to be using I'm going to be using the English translation titles. So yeah, Japanese purists, fuck off.
Did you say Japanese purist bonghole?
English motherfucker, do you speak it?
Oh god. Yeah. Anyway, the first one is called Hyperdimension Neptunia Idol Perfect Producer.
And let me guess, that's going to be an idle game.
Yes. It is essentially Neptunia and Idolmaster fused together, and I don't care.
Look at all the fucks I give. Look at them all. You can count them with one hand.
Well,
just because it's on the console.
No. It's not that. It's not that. It's the fact that because it's not the usual companies making it. It's a company called, I think it's Tamsoft.
Oh, so it's a different...
Yeah, I mean, Compel Heart and Idea Factory, they're going to be supervising it. but they're going to be kind of just, like I said, they're just supervising while Tamsoft actually make it. And from what I've heard about Tamsoft, they're kind of, well, no.
Have a good track record.
No, they
Not very good at their jobs.
No, they kind of like doing a much more fan servicey type of game.
Ooh, raunchy.
Well, I know there'll be a few fans out there that'll find that very interesting.
Yeah, but it kind
It's
of,
ironic that fan service can actually not serve the fans sometimes.
yeah, well,
It's anti-fan service.
it's going
Yeah.
too far is what it is. But I mean, what was I going to? It's also like really. They've also said that the artist, I think you pronounce the name Sunako. I think
Really
I
has
think
a
her name
thing
is.
for breasts.
No, because she does all the character designs for the Neptunia games, but they're not going to be using those in this game. They're going to be using 3D models,
Ah.
and that again, that sort of takes somewhat part of the charm of the games.
It takes the fun out of it.
And really, everything that I've heard is just making me less and less interested. But obviously, it's still early days and we don't know that much about it. So it might turn out good. I don't know.
2 out of 10, definitely.
Could
Don't
be,
even watch
actually.
You what?
Could actually be. So
Yeah.
the next game
Judged.
is Hyper Goddess Faith Noir.
What?
You are.
This is going to be a game where you play as Noir, aka Blackheart, instead of Neptune. We don't know anything about it, but we believe it's going to be set in the same universe as Neptunia Victory. And loads of people are joking that the main aim of the game is going to be for her to get 100 friends.
That sounds pretty sad.
I know. Because
I don't have
her,
100 friends.
her nickname in the game is Lonely Heart.
Oh.
Original fan
She could
character,
be
do
a
not
Care Bear.
Original fan character, do not steal.
I know, so if that turns out to be the story of the game, I would love it. I really would. But yeah, that's basically all we know about that game. But the last one was the one which really interested me. It's called Neptunia Rebirth 1. And it's going to be a remake of the original game.
Okay.
And considering what me and Nretsew went through with that game, I really,
honestly not included.
I don't know where they're going to take it, because really they could either just remake that game for the Vita, or they could actually completely redo it in the style of Mark II and Victory.
I don't know.
And it really interested me, and I really want to know more about it as to where they're going with it.
I really must. I appear to
But-
be the only one interested in it, so have at it.
Shut up. But also the fact that they called it Rebirth 1. So
Right.
whether or not that means they're going to be remaking Mark II and Victory as well for the Vita.
Well, it's kind of a safe assumption that they would. Any title with 1 in it
I know, but
is definitely a second.
in my
blast.
honest opinion, I hope they do, because I could actually see the Neptunia series being a lot better received on the Vita than on the PS3.
Possibly, considering the fact that it is like very virtual novelesque in a
Yeah.
way. Like maybe on a portable system it might get a bit more love. I don't know. Personally, I'm not bothered because I don't know either of the systems, so I am interested. Anyway,
They also announced some Neptunia manga is going to be made.
oh god,
Oh,
here
God.
we go.
And we found out
Here we-
a bit more about the upcoming anime series.
Which I've seen that trailer.
Go with the
Like,
series.
Yes,
That looks good. That looks good.
at the event they only showed a few little clips, and they also announced that the characters of Compa and Iffy would be appearing in it. And it was only yesterday, as of this recording, that they actually revealed a full-on trailer for the series, which looks pretty good.
And it's coming out in summer, as well,
Yep.
from what I've heard. Which is interesting, because guess what else is coming out in summer?
Oh god.
DXD 2.
Oh god.
Summer's gonna be a good fucking season for me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, we are going to be getting around to doing the season outlook and review, possibly.
Yeah, we're getting to it. It's just the thing is, A, I haven't watched anything, and B, I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't had contact with each other for like a month. So,
Whose fault was that? Going off in conventions, doing your job.
Hey, that was at the beginning of the month, so you know.
Yeah.
That's not my fault.
Nah, we can just easily blame education.
Why?
Education gets in the way of everything.
That's what I do when you want an scapegoat.
Education can be blamed for everything, yes. Anyway. Moving that on.
Well, actually, that's it. That's
Oh, great. Okay, then. That's the end of the podcast.
There is one other thing. I seem to recall telling someone about a certain Mega Drive remake.
Me.
Oh yeah. Sega are interested in they are actually remaking Sonic 1 and I believe Sonic 2 for iOS using the same sort of system that basically made the recent Sonic CD remake.
Sonic Genesis do not want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be quite good because they've got Taxman who did the remake for Sonic CD and someone from the Sonic Retro boards that is probably a legend on there. Otherwise known as Stealth, who actually made Sonic 1 Genesis more reliable with his version.
Gee, what do you have to do to become a legend in the industry?
Pretty simple, you just fucking...
Yeah.
You just fuck the boss's wife, it's fine.
No, it's very simple, Hunter. You just do the impossible.
Your job properly?
Well, that could be one part of the impossible.
Yeah. Okay. Answer the question.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, that sounds interesting, but I don't have an iDevice, so I'm not too interested. Do you know what else I've been playing? Because I played something else that I just remembered because it's on my desktop. Have you ever heard of the SCP Containment Breach game?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like this creepypasta thing, right? Where there's like about 2,000 of these like SCPs, which is, I think SCP stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. And it's like a horror game where you're in like this facility and it's basically overrun with lots of fucking monsters. And it's scarier than Slender. It is literally fucking... I played it, I downloaded it about 12 o'clock at night, right? And I got about 5 minutes into the game, and then this fucking creepy-ass old man teleported through a wall, stopped it midway through his, like, levitating shit, looked at me, looked back at the wall next to him, teleported through it, and then I was just like, right, I'm done. I'm done.
Pussy.
I'm fucking done. And I haven't touched that game since. But no, look it up. SCP Containment Breach. It's a good game. It's just really fucking scary. Like, Jesus Christ. Shit.
I really should probably play that, because I've never been impressed with any horror games ever.
Oh, I mean, dude, it's pretty low end graphically, so you could probably run it. It's decent. It's a decent.
It's probably because I don't set up the right atmosphere in my own viewing. I mean, I have like popcorn, a very comfy seat, lots of guys around the party.
There's also this other monster, which is it's basically a weeping angel. It's like you have to look at it, otherwise it snaps your neck, and it like pops out of nowhere. It's like, holy shit. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting, and if you look up like SCP, Cadaver Breach oh no, just look up SCP and you'll come up with like the website where all the original stuff is, because there's like 2,000 of these things, and they're all like really creepy monsters and shit. It's really cool. I've been reading up on it. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard about this before.
Yeah, SCP. Yeah, it's really interesting.
I know if flood didn't scare me, I doubt that would. I mean, I'm not Karto's sister here.
I mean, it's been covered by a few famous YouTubers, but it's not that well known. Like, it's still pretty indie. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I know PewDiePie and stuff have done videos on it, but I don't, like, they haven't done any recently, so. And it's really good. I thought it was a nice game. All 5 minutes that I played of it.
I mean, I guess that leads to a question. I mean, I could either ask, what's your favourite horror game, which I think we've covered before, or what's your favourite manga, which I can't really answer, considering.
I haven't played many, like, actual horror games. I reckon SCP is probably the best, because that one made me rage quit. Not really rage quit, scare. Is there such a thing as, like, scare quit? Like, that's basically what I did. I was just like, I'm done. That's the end of that. I'm not doing this no more. Fuck this.
Yeah. The problem I'd probably have with horror games is that there's so many games that are classed as horror, like the recent Resident Evils or whatever, and they're just not. They're not
Yeah.
going to be at all.
Well, hell, the Resident Evil series isn't really scary in general.
Yeah, but they class it as horror.
Yeah. And it's sad because that is the only game series that I've played which is somewhat classified as a horror game.
You fail.
I know.
I mean, I fail. I mean, the only horror game I've played, which, like I said, we've covered it before, Eternal Darkness. So,
the thing with me is that I don't really
know what you were saying.
Yeah, basically.
What a good end.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's
Well, I have something to ask about. Who of you have seen the Ruby Black trailer?
Don't you know what it is?
Me neither.
Rooster Teeth, Ruby.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen the trailer at the end of the actual episode.
I thought it was alright. It's not as good as Red though. Not as good. They haven't topped Red yet, in my opinion. Like, White was okay. I think Black's probably the weakest, to be honest with you, because it's kind of like, it was like, you went through the whole action scene, and at the end of it, she's like, goodbye, and then cuts the train. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
know you're actually going to check out Ruby, to be honest. I mean, I watch it just thinking, I don't really want to see that when I could see more Red versus Blue. So
Well, I mean, I'm still going to be watching it most likely, unless it really does suck, which I hope it doesn't. But it's the fact that with each of the trailers, they haven't really explained anything.
No, I mean the Red
that would require a story, Karto.
No, but here's my problem, right? The Red one was very easily explained, right? You had what I'm going to guess is Red Riding Hood, right? Visiting a grave, which is probably her fucking mother's. Then she's walking through the forest and she gets ambushed by wolves and then she kicks their fucking ass. That's simple.
Yeah.
There's no questions. Then you've got the White one, where it's like, okay, it's possibly Snow White. She's a princess. Why is she fighting the
I don't think she was a princess. She was more like an opera singer.
Yeah. Well, I think she's supposed to be kind of a princess, because I don't know. I think because I'm analysing the song from the Red trailer, and it says something about white and royalty. So I'm going to guess that she's.
Well, maybe she just likes being treated like royalty.
Possibly, but then again, on the other hand, if you noticed in the Black trailer, the crates that they were searching had the symbol of Snow White on them.
Ah, I didn't notice that.
Perhaps
Perhaps
maybe she is part of some type of monarchy. Like, that's the problem. There's too many questions. Why are they attacking the train? Why are there robots in the train? What the fuck is this guy doing here? You know, like, there's all these questions. And then the ending just adds to these questions. Why is she saying goodbye? Why is she leaving the person? There's too many questions. The red one was simple, easy to understand, and it got the message passed. These ones just haven't managed to do that, and that's why I reckon the red one is definitely the strongest out of the three. We're just going to have to wait and see what yellow has to bring to the table. Hopefully we get a bit more explanation.
Let's hope she's not a psycho like Chariot.
That'd be fucking great.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I've got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
So oh god, I'm tired already.
Question, I will advertise this. If you're watching this on my channel, I would like to know, is this version better than the other version in terms of audio quality? Like, this is just because I'm testing with some audio recording software right now, and I just want to know, is this version better than the other version if you watch both? Like, I just want to know.
It's going to be better if it's got extended parts on it. I mean, who can get enough of me?
Yes, because mine's going.
Even though you barely talk this one.
I talk.
barely talks in any of them.
Screw you! My job is to insult the viewers. No, shut up.
Yeah. Hunter, here's something. Zizi's talks more than you.
That's an insult. It's the because you always talk about things I have no idea what
which Karto, are they dead?
No. It's just the fact that they're really having problems recording stuff. Zizi has been in touch with me saying that she does have stuff planned. It's just really hard for them to get some free time nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough. I've had some problems with that too, but I mean, that's fair enough. I understand that.
Well, anyway, if you're going to give me a project, anyway.
It's like I practically haven't heard from them in like a year. Almost. So, like, are they dead? But anyway. Yeah, so basically, if you're watching this on my one, just put a comment in the video, or like, just do something. Just because I want to know, so because it might change the way that we record these podcasts, maybe. Karto decides to stop having his iron grip on the editing process.
He's trying to steal our views. Stop him.
Anyway, another question I need to ask Karto right now is, since you wanted to talk with Chris and Dominic after the show, should I stop the recording of my one after you stop yours, or do you want to keep going on mine for a little bit?
Well, it's meant to be an extended, so I doubt.
No, you might as well stop the recording when I stop.
Right, I will. I just got to get open. Right. All right. Continue.
Or we can listen to Karto.
I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, a bit of a weird end, but this has been Karto 1989.
And Hunter, I hate you all.
You hate everyone, and I bet you hate your son as well.
No, I'm the only one I love. That's not egotistical, is it? I can't pronounce that word. Egotistical. That's going to be the title.
Yes, egotistical. Yeah, Nretsew knows to signing out.
And we will.
I might as well sign out as well.
Yeah.
But you're going to be talked to by Karto.
And so we will see you next month.